Hare Krishna. Welcome to Sanatan Divyata, Eternal Divinity, and I am Padam Gupta. In continuation of our series, The Science Behind the Game of Life, a compelling question: what have I done with my life? Life has been given to us as a priceless gift from God through nature. The greatness of one's life is measured by what one has done with it. If one has not learned how to manage one's life, and gain bliss, peace, happiness, and immortality, then life has wasted. Do we ever ask ourselves the following question: what have I done in my life that I can be proud of? What have I achieved by my own effort and not through sheer extent of luck of others' goodwill, that is of lasting merit? How is the world a better place because I have been in it? At the end of my days, what can I offer at the feet of the Lord with love and joy that will please Him and do Him proud? The Bhagavad Gita opens with a question by the blind king Dhritarashtra. What did my people as well as the sons of Pandu do when, desirous of fighting, they assembled together on the holy plain of Kurukshetra? O Sanjay, the very word Kuru in Sanskrit means to do, and Kshetra means field. Thus, Kurukshetra is synonymous with Karmabhumi or field of activity. Entire life, when we think about it, is a Karmabhumi. For as long as there is a breath in a body, for as long as the world is perceived and there is a potential for action, whether gross or subtle, we are in Kurukshetra. The minute after minute, second after second, we make choices and accordingly craft a legacy. Dhritarashtra asks, "O Sanjay, tell me, what did they do in effect and purpose?" Unwittingly, Dhritarashtra is pointing at the entire mechanism of human actions, the motives, methods, and modes behind our deeds. One action indicates whether one is inclined to material or spiritual goals, near to happiness or not. Mere actions, however, do not bring about success and achievement. Many people approach the Swamis and ask, "Maharaj, please bless me. I've been working for so many years, but nothing is happening in my life." Well, nothing will happen. Nothing if your action is not guided by your intellect, creativity, and convictions. For example, I decided to drive a certain place. I may go on driving, but I will never reach my destination because, as it turns out, I am driving in the wrong direction. Without working intelligently, achievement is not possible. As for results of our actions, these are in accordance with the rightness or wrongness of our actions. Motive perceived actions. Hence, Dhritarashtra used the word Dharma Kshetra for Kurukshetra. Dharma refers to the art of management by which one can bring about desirable results in material as well as spiritual life. And like all arts, Dharma is rooted in knowledge. For that matter, Dharma is simultaneously a science, for it actually covers all the laws of the universe. On every level, from the physical to the metaphysical, and every scale, from the infinitesimal to the infinite. This is knowledge that, far from being dogma, has been filtered through the direct experience of rishis across the ages, to use the words of Guru Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand, in the laboratory of their own life and using the scientific matter for each state of observation, followed by the hypothesis, and then experimentation with analysis before conclusion. More remarkably and firmly imprinting the stamp of science on this body of knowledge, as Gurudev brilliantly points out in his book Manual of Self-Unfoldment, is that the declarations according to Dharma have been verified and confirmed by duplicate experience by with exactly the same experience and conclusion reported by not just a few, but a great many rishis, all separated by time and or location. While the embracing concept of dharma is impounded in the scriptures is simply too vast to discuss here, for the purpose of this lecture, it suffices to say that the importance of the right knowledge as guiding our actions cannot be overstated. One of the most fundamental injunctions of dharma is that we practice introspection and regularly ask ourselves the question, what have I done today? We see in our life of all great masters that they have asked themselves the same. In earnest, they responded with complete integrity, abandoning old habits and adopting a new lifestyle that was in greater sync with their convictions. Goswami Tulsidas, for instance, became a spiritual luminary, was passionately attached to his wife, to the point that he produced a sense of shame in her, and one day she rebuked him, saying, "My body is just mass of flesh and bones. If you would have ever even half the love for Lord Rama you have for my company, you would certainly gain him and attain immortality. What you have done in your life for Sri Ramchandra?" The one question changed the course of Tulsidas' life. Many years ago, on one of my Gurudev's visits to Hong Kong, I had organized a group of youngsters to meet him and discuss their spiritual concerns openly. What I did not expect was for them to ask him, "Why did you become a Swami?" Gurudev, however, in ever open, generous and humorous style, showed no sign of remorse or discomfort whatsoever, and proceeded to reply, "Well, I was studying in a college and a most beautiful young girl joined a class in the middle of the term. She had a long hair and all the boys were crazy about her. She fell in love with me and I fell in love with her, and of course we went around the trees and many times singing Bollywood songs. But one day, she broke my heart and got married to my best friend. My heart was shattered. I was crushed. I wanted to commit suicide. And then I thought I might as well become a Swami." When the roar of laughter subsided, he continued, "Jokes apart, as a young man, I tried to achieve whatever I desired. I worked for it, and every time I got what I wanted, I used to ask myself, is this what I really want? Am I proud of my achievement? If this is all I want from my life?" Every time I realized that there was much more I craved, that all I did was not enough. Gurudev explained how the same line of inquiry has occurred the young Prince Siddhartha more than 2000 years ago. When he saw the faces of worldly suffering, living in a palace with a beautiful wife and newborn child, and examining the human condition from his lap of luxury, it dawned to him that if changing manifesting as old age, sickness and death were inevitable, then what the use of all his wealth and comfort? Was it worth anything, given that death was sure to come one day and snatch it all away? What was the path of lasting happiness? Then what had he really achieved that he could truly be proud of? The day he asked himself those questions, that very night Siddhartha left home to become the Buddha. Gurudev often reminds us, whatever you have in life is the Lord's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift to Him. Asking yourself the question again and again, what have I done with my life thus far, is a sure step toward clarity and perspective on what true achievement consists in and what actions are necessary as we go forward. Inside the uncut diamond of our life lies the brilliance of wisdom, bliss, and immortality. With the tools of right knowledge and unflagging determination, we have only to cut the diamond on all sides, meaning all aspects of our life, such as that it shines forth to radiate light and beauty all around. So this was what I have done with my life. We'll continue cultivate confidence in our next series. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hare Krishna.